This is a Nasdaq chart review for January 20th, 2026, where we saw a beautiful head and shoulders play out today. So I'm going to talk about that, and I want to talk about my post and what I reviewed this morning before open, and then we'll kind of talk about what happened in today's session. So if we look at what I posted this morning, there was I always give two scenarios. So for strong, what we could possibly do. And again, this is just based on what I'm seeing in the morning. And so this morning we were kind of building this channel. I believe this is on the 15-minute. And what I was thinking is if we could maybe create this W pattern, we would really push up off of that to the upside. I could really see kind of a fake out to the downside and then just push up. But then also I was thinking we could maybe, these channel algos that we've created, we were creating these bear flags that if we could break that channel, maybe retest and then push down, we might get down to this this level where I circled here on the charts. So I want to show you what we did. So let's go ahead and look at this. So early I was thinking maybe we could get that move here around open. We didn't get that. We actually got to move up, and we did push up more. Now I want to show you something here. So I always talk about structure. So structure is very important. And what I was starting to see was we were really starting to build liquidity right here. See that liquidity area that we kind of built here, moved up, kind of moved back down. Then we broke out of that. So my thought was, well, if we move up in this channel and we actually move up and we stay in the top of this channel, maybe create a head up here at this supply zone, we had a very good chance of breaking out of this channel, and then creating this right shoulder for then that move all the way back down to this area down here, which was very doable. And that was 290 to, let's just say, 120. So you're talking 70, 80 points on that move, which within Q is a good amount. So that's what kind of we were seeing. When you're in the moment, you might not be seeing certain structures, but just pay attention to these shoulders and areas that we're building liquidity. These channels that really, they do respect these levels. They do respect the tops and bottoms. So these are really good places to take longs and shorts based on the top. So that's kind of what we were seeing on the 15. If we look at the 5, you can see what we did today, right? We'll get these days where we really move up, and then we'll just kind of come back down to where we started, and then we'll just kind of chop it out into the sunset. Let the day kind of play out. So that's what we saw today. Let's go ahead and just kind of look at what we potentially could see tomorrow in our setups. So I'm going to go ahead and start from the hourly just to kind of see what we're doing. So on the hourly, we're kind of slowly moving down. What I see here is that we have this potential structure. Maybe I'll go higher, but you can see the structure here. So let's go ahead and draw it. So it starts down here, it comes around, and then it pushes back down. So I could see us kind of coming back down to this support zone 2 to finish this potential structure here. So, if we can break down below 125,100, I could see us coming down to around 24,900 or so. So just kind of look for that potentially tomorrow. And once we get that, I would expect some sort of bounce off of this up. So be aware of that. Let's go ahead and kind of review the daily to see what the daily's doing. So we look at the daily. You can see what we're doing here, right? So we had a major trend line here that we respected several times. We touched this line, and we got that drop today. So we broke below, pushed down. So what I would expect is some sort of maybe pull back, maybe midway. So a lot of times we'll get half a candle, very much into candle trading. And so a lot of times when we try to move up, we try to fill half of that candle. So I could see somewhere around this 300 level, 315 level. And then I would want to see, can we create some sort of bear flag to then break this back down to then create that structure play here. Now, ultimately, I think we can really move down more than that. I think ultimately we could probably come down to this level. But the question is are we going to be that weak, right? Are we just going to break this zone and come down here? Because I want to show you the structure, right? So we're top. So we're really kind of creating this M. I know it doesn't look like it as much, but we're creating this M. The question is, are we going to get all the way down? Or is this just going to be a move to where we come here, maybe come down to this level, and then bounce back up off of that level? So what I would be looking for, structure plays here, looking for cups and handles, looking for head and shoulders, looking for flags. Those are the types of things I'm looking for. And then obviously got the different zones to, that are always respected. So that's kind of what I'm looking at for tomorrow. Again, check out my post. I'll be posting at around 9 a.m. Eastern time. And then also make sure you subscribe and like this video. And I will talk to you tomorrow.